I can see people are tuning in, coming and going, which is fine. It is like morning time. So I hope everyone's doing well. And if anybody could let me know, or somebody could let me know if if there's any latency, because that has been a problem before now. I hope everyone's doing all right. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear my microphone? Can you hear my guitar? And is the chat working? If people are leaving comments and I'm not seeing it, then that's a problem. So if the chat, if you guys are leaving comments and the chat's not working, if somebody could just like DM me on Instagram or something and say just restart the stream, I will. But yeah, first and foremost, the latency. If somebody could let me know, that'd be great. Yeah, and yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. Let me know what you've got planned this weekend. I myself, I'm just coming to, and then I'm going to town later, and we're going for Thai. I like Thai street food, which is going to be cool. Or hot. Gosh, I'm forgetting it all. You came at the wrong time, Felix. Everything was going swimmingly until I hit that section in the song. Good to know the chat's working. Is there any latency? Please tell me there isn't. If there is, I'm going back to bed. I'm waking up. Thank you. I hope you're doing all right. I'm just well, you know me, workaholic. So I figured my partner's out working this morning herself, so I figured I'd come and stream because I've got nothing else to do, and hopefully some people just want to hang out, and it kind of it keeps me on top of playing and stuff like that. You know, whereas I could have just, because it's Saturday morning, you could go, well, I'm just gonna sit and doom scroll my way through TikToks and then go out later. But you know, I'd rather use the time productively. Good to see you live. Thank you very much. I love that you are here. Good to see you. Thank you very much. Yeah. Well, you know, this whole content creator thing, it's a full-time thing. You don't get, you know, a break. So I figure that every moment sort of counts to engage with your audience, I guess. Not that I don't want to, but, you know, like I said, I could be sat in bed still scrolling through TikToks. Um, but we're going out for Thai food later to Chester, which is like the nearest English town. So, you know, I'm not just going to sit working all day because I've ground the week away as it is. You are never free, but it pays off. I really hope so. Your channel seems to be doing well. It's doing okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to. It's just the consistency now more than anything. That's the issue. You know, it's very stressful between running that and the Patreon page. And then my guitar lessons, my day job. It's very stressful, but I'm one of the lucky ones who gets to do this for a living. You know what I mean? So I can't complain. You know, so yeah, right. Any requests? Any of that? I love how the Jacksons at Sparkle and the BC Rich Silver Sparkle, do you use some sort of polish? No. It's just a ridiculously good looking guitar. Like, I got a good one. This has been looked after, really looked after, but I think everything's just, this is just, you know, like with all guitars, you know, you'll get one every now and then that is like more exceptional than the others, whether that's down to like the wood or the care that went into it or whatever, but this is exceptional. Like, right down to the shiny ebony fretboard, you know, you can see the lights reflecting on that. I've never had a fretboard that clean and shiny, you know, and yeah, it's just the way this catches the light. I've got my lights on the floor there that you can see. You know, trying to up the production as well, production value. I don't know if you guys watched my cover that I dropped last night. My first time doing like an in the dark cover, you know, with like my main sort of studio lights that I've got now and my fancy Govee lighting that I bought. Got these things, which are really cool. You control it off your phone and stuff like that. So like, you know, I can do like more sceney stuff now, especially now I've got the curtains. So like, you know, if I do a Scream Aim Fire cover, I'll make the background green. You know, if I do a Poison song, I'll use this red or whatever, you know. Or I don't know, like blue for Fever or something. So, you know, just trying to make it basically, you know, if it looks good, it'll sell, right? It doesn't matter. Let's be honest. A lot of people are here because of this. Do you know what I mean? They're not here because of me. You know what I mean? Like the guitars that I've managed to acquire, you know. So if you can make it look as good as possible, I think that's the trick. Where did I get them? I got those from Amazon, but the website's called Govee. They're Govee lights, Gov. Well, yeah, Govee. I'll put. Oh, there's 40% off right now as well. There you go. I think. Hold on. Please post. No? You're not letting me? Delete. Oh! That link's too big. Come on. Just try that. There you go. Did you ever cover the song Skin? No, but I did a lesson for it, which is on my Patreon page. That was like the third lesson I did, I think. But I just need to get the solo down properly. Like, I can teach it and play it slowly, but I just didn't have the time to promote it, which I've done little reels and stuff like that playing it, but I haven't done a full cover yet, but I will. I know, dig it in, dun, dig it in, dun, dig it in. That's a different song. So yeah. Goodness sake, go away. There you go. I was riffing then. Here's where I draw a blank. Like that. I'm currently covering Tears Don't Fall Part 2. Senior cover, I must say, the beginning of the solo is hard to ace. Kudos to you, man. Yeah, it's horrible. There's a free lesson for that, if you haven't checked that out already on my channel. But yes, that's one of the free lessons that I've got on there. So if you want help with that song, the entire song is there for free for you to learn. Skin is Sick, yeah, riff bass. What's your favorite guitar tone they have? Oh, that's a good question. I like how we can just go they now and we already know who we're talking about. That's really hard, actually. Because they're also, especially between the first 3 albums, they're also unique. You know, I think, that's a really hard question. I really like, I like the guitar tone on Fever. It's quite refined, but the chugs on that album, hello. You know, they sound really good. See, the self-titled, yeah, the guitar tone is really good on that album, but the production just sucks. It's so narrow, but we've talked about this at length before now. Like, the guitar tone is great on that record. But I don't know. That's a really hard question. I think Scream Aim Fire is interesting. There's something that I can't quite put my finger on. And I've actually got a session now for whenever I do a Scream Aim Fire cover with like everything set and EQ'd ready. And I've got my secret formula of how I get relatively close to the album tone, but there's something on it. I can't match it. Like, I cannot match that guitar tone, and I don't know what it is. There's something, there's just something on it that I can't even explain and put my finger on. There's this mid-range kind of pokey thing, and yeah, that's I can you know, I can match tones reasonably well, but that album, every time I do a cover on it, it's like, ugh, here we go, you know. So I've got a little formula that I kind of just about get away with whenever I do a cover on that album, but yeah. I've always liked the Temper tone, especially the song Leech. Yeah, that album's got like a really good rock guitar tone. So yeah, I think that their guitar tones have all been pretty consistent. You know, I love the guitar tone they used on Don't Need You though. That kicks. That really kicks. I think, as a matter of fact, I think the tone they had on Gravity as a whole was really good. So. Something like that. Okay. To me, it's a perfect song with modern feel, with old school enough for the refs. Yeah. What's up, Rene? You doing good? Man, I'm so tired today. Maybe streaming was a bad idea. Still waking up, man. Any requests? Anybody want to know anything? Anybody got any burning desires that they want to, you know, get out there? You were up until 5. What are you doing up now? Goodness me. You're watching Formula One. I did not know you liked that. That. Wow, you're full of surprises. I had no idea. I absolutely love F1 and I watch nearly every race. Wow. And Rene, you're doing fine. Yes, good. And yeah, I'm doing okay. Thank you. Get kids and you will be real tired. Yeah, I don't plan on getting kids at all. No, thank you. Do they come in shops? because I just won't go to the shop where they sell them. Not for me. I'll avoid the kid shop, you know. Man, I'm getting hot. Is it just me or is it really warm? Whew. What is it? Oh, it's 9 degrees out. Wow. I went out this morning. I got the car washed. First thing, being all productive, because like I said, we're going out for Thai food later. And my car was in absolute state. I just request that you listen to something after stream. Listen to something after the stream. I hope you relax. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I need a break from all this, if I'm honest with you. But no, I wanted to come out and check in with everybody. Do you know what I mean? I just think the best way to grow your audience is to nurture. You know what I mean? And hang out and talk and stuff like that. It's very, very important. And like I said, this keeps me from just burning the morning away by doom scrolling, which is so easy to fall into, right? Which is what you were all probably doing until you saw that I was online, and now we're doing something more constructive together. See? 2 to 3 hours per night. Man, is that your kids keeping you up? Jeez, man. You're an absolute trooper. What about clean for a bit, huh? What can we do in a clean tone? We know I love my clean tones, right? Yeah, but you love my cleans, Felix. Come on. Okay, more requests, please. Give me some ideas. Well, here's the bad news. That's awkward. Because I am no longer in a lost cause. But I'll play it for you. I am not gonna miss playing that if I'm honest with you. Yeah, it's that. Pain Inside breakdown. Something like that. Something like that. Was that good? Was that right? Was that right? It's a good riff though. What? No, it's the reason for personal. Yes, I have heard the original version of Pleasure of Playing. It's just the lyrics that are different, right? Who do you think you are? But musically, it's all the same. Dom Gilmore, the producer, hated that song, and they had to fight to get it on the record. So I think he just forced them to change the lyrics. But it's probably one of my favorites on the record. What? No, is the reason personal for leaving? If not, then please share. I just got into their songs. I am really sorry to let you down, but 5 years and 5 releases, I just kind of got sick of being in a scrappy little side project that was unable to keep its members and a little bit, I don't know. It was just a very, very difficult. The shows were good and everything, but it just wasn't making me happy. And I'll miss the shows so much, but there were certain elements in that band that I wasn't enjoying anymore. And it was just becoming a bit of a burden. I feel like the workload was never even, and maybe I'm to blame for that a little bit in the final sort of stages as well. Like I'll hold my hands up and but it was just it just became very lackluster, and the way the new songs that we were writing were going just weren't. Like I've got a riff, right? that I'm. I'm going to do something with that myself. You know what I mean? I just didn't want that for that band, but that was one of the riffs that we were going to start working on next. And then we had this shreddy thing that was like... something like that. And some of the riffs got really annoyed. It's got annoying to play even, sorry. And yeah, it's been 5 years, and it's just time to move on. And I think I can maybe do better either elsewhere or just on my own now at this point. But a lot of the DNA that is in that band, I'm not saying it was all me. But a lot of the riffs that were less metalcore, and a lot of like the that sort of a thing, that was all me. So anything like that, you're going to hear from me at some point anyway, that sort of thing, and if you like the... like that's part of what I do. The White Lies thing. That sort of thing, that's going to be, part of what I do as well. So I'm not saying I was responsible for all the writing in that band, because I was not. There are certain songs there that were, like The Author, like none of that is mine. Like, zero of that. Church of Night is barely any of mine. When We're Gone is pretty much 100% mine. So those sorts of more sort of brooding songs were more my influence, I would say. You know, like the clean atmospheric stuff and the slower riffs. So yeah, you'll hear that kind of style from me again, just not in that medium. So yeah. So yeah, play something you original you came up with. That's supposed to be in like a big fat low tuning though. That's supposed to be in like. As a matter of fact, I've got the demo somewhere if you want to hear it. For that. Has to play the new Machine Head song. Yeah, right. Do you want to hear the demo? Shall I see if I can find it? I called it Octave Core because I used an octave guitar effect. Here it is. I think this is it. And you guys are going to have to... You guys are going to have to tell me if you can hear this. If you can't hear this, just tell me. I think it needs to be a bit faster. Yeah, definitely a bit faster. I'm actually really proud of this. I'm really proud of it. This is where I start running out of ideas now. There's more chorus. And then... I'd love to know where I got that sound effect from. I forgot all about this. I forgot about all this. Yeah, it needs to be a lot faster, doesn't it? This is more like when I was in Death Blooms. It's a bit more of a wage war thing. And now back is the main riff. But yeah, I love. Sorry to blow my own trumpet here, but I think that's a banging riff. So I was really excited for that, but there was just certain things that I thought to myself, But what do you guys think? Do you think I should like release that on my own? Like that's pretty much all there, isn't it? I need to but I think it's too good, quote unquote good, Not like good, but not to have vocals on it. So I'd need to find somebody to sing on that, I think. And then I'll just get Mike to produce it, like who did all the other Lost Cause stuff, so I still want to kind of keep that sound. And yeah, I've got other demos here if people want to hear those. A little bit faster, not too much. Yeah, it needs to be a bit more sort of... I've got a terrible habit of that, though. When I do demos, I always end up tracking it far slower than... what's this? ALC Dirge. What was this going to be? That's a bit... That's a bit Wage War, don't you think? That just sounds like the river. Are people enjoying this, or do you want me to play guitar? Well, rather than listen to me dig through files. Like, if you guys are bored, just tell me. But yeah, it feels cool to be able to finally share some of these ideas that I've had. I think that's probably the end of it, actually. But yeah, I've got... Let's have a listen. Like, so yeah, you guys tell me, because if you're not enjoying this, I'll... Do you guys hear that Trivium ripoff that I wrote yesterday? Was it yesterday or the day before? This is dreadful. Started to write like them now. Listen to this. That's dreadful. That's not a direction I think I want to pursue personally. I want to keep with that, like that octave core song that I just showed you guys. I want to keep that sort of... It's sort of like the idea that I had, sort of kind of what we had in A Lost Cause, with like the layers of reverb and stuff like that. I kind of want to keep that sound for myself going forward, because a lot of that was just my DNA. Other than that, as I'm digging through this stuff, there's not really a whole lot here in this folder anyway. Let's have a look. Let's go on my hard drive. Here you go. Got old Death Blooms demos from when I was with them. Lost Cause, Fourth Fret. What was this one? Oh, God. What's that intro? When you listen back and... Oh, yeah. I wanted to use this since the start. And nobody would have it. That's very kill switch, right? This is my last serenade. Okay, right. I want to use that at some point. I forgot all about that. What's the rest of the song like, though? You can hear the extent of my programmed drums. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Not invincible. I don't even know how that tap-in run. That'll be in drop A though, so when I presented this to the guy, like when I've heard it back, I was like, that is not a lost cause in the least. When I show it, and my intentions for that were not how it came out. Like when I listened to it back, I was like, this just sounds like Kill Switch Engage. Like my intentions were not that, and it was like, why? I had this idea in my head that and no matter what I did, it just came out like a Kill Switch song. Oh no. Oh, I love this. Now, I love that riff, and again, I'm not blowing my own trumpet, but that's a riff I've had for years and wanted to do something with it. This, da 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 da. Anything that does that, da 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 da, it's like my Axe Wound influence is coming out, or my like, you know, like Pleasure and Pain, you know. So like anything that does that, I'm on board. Oh. Wow. A bullet says hello as well. So a Lost Cause started as a band called Skylines when I wasn't in it, with completely different lineup, and besides a few members. And this, I think, if certain members would have stayed, this is sort of the direction we'd have gone in. But that guitar solo, I wasn't expecting that. I don't remember tracking any of that. And then we go out with that breakdown. What do we reckon? Should I do something with that? One sec. My other half's just asking if I want anything from Co-op. And Lucas Aid. I think I should do something with that one. If you work on it a bit, it could be good. Yeah, I think that one needs work, but I really love this. That's so 2008. You know, asking Alexandria and bands like that used to have those. You'll never really find those perfect words. Something more than just goodbye. We all lose someone at some point in our lives. But we have to find the strength to carry on. You know what I mean? It reminds me of that. It's very, very Kill Switch. Shall I keep digging? Are people having fun? If you're not, please tell me and I'll go back to playing Loosen Out of Time Gallops. No. Tuna mayo? Absolutely not. Like... cheese and pickle. I'm streaming. Okay. You want me to keep digging? Yeah, but there's 4 other people on here, Felix. I'd like to hear from the other... Oh, no, yep. I would like to... Your gaps are better than mine at this point. If you get out of town, Felix, you can... absolutely not. What's Blast Beats? What's this? I'm gonna suck my... Yeah, I know. Sam's... That's dreadful. Nope, we're not having any of that. That's dreadful. As a matter of fact, that can just get deleted. Do you want to... As a matter of fact, there's one song that I'm taking with me that we recorded. So there will be one A Lost Cause song that I'm going to use on my channel. I've already had the discussion. I'm just going to take the vocals off of it. And I'll use it instrumentally. So you guys are going to have to wait because I need to do the thing for that. Do you want to hear the original demo for White Lies? So it sounded... This wasn't even me. I got to be careful with how much I share here, but... White Lies... That's how White Lies originally sounded, believe it or not. For those of you who know that song. Here's the original demo for Church of Night that I was sent. No, that's not it. Nope, that's when we rewrote it, so I don't know where that's gone. Yeah, I've got loads of like little jazz demos. I've got loads of like, you know, like crap. So this became When We're Gone. So basically, I wrote this in lockdown. And basically, that was not for... I wrote that before I was even in a Lost Cause. And the old guitar player that we had said, we went over for a writing session, and he said, bring a folder with all your demos and stuff, so I on a USB stick. So I did, and this song, Delay Song as it was called, ended up in this folder, but it was not for A Lost Cause. And when we played it, he was like, oh, can we use that? Can we use that? And I was like, no, that's not for this. Like, that's mine, kind of thing. And then I was like, don't touch it. And then he demoed it. And I was like, bro, that's not for, but he put together this rough demo and everybody liked it. And I said, right, well, I said, if we're going to do it, then I don't want to take it in the direction he took it in. I want to do it properly if we're going to do it. So that became When We're Gone, which was the fourth single we did, which came out nothing. It came out nothing like I envisioned it. I wanted it to be a bit more like that. A little bit more spacey and atmospheric. That's hard. I wanted it to be a bit more. And I certainly didn't want somebody going, oh, over the top of it, but I guess that's what happens, right, when you're in a band. So whatever. It came out and some people liked that song, some people didn't. I didn't like it in the end. And that's part and parcel of me getting out of there. I was just like, I need to not do this anymore because some of these songs just aren't working for me. Do you want me to keep digging? I can give you guys a clip of the song that we didn't release. STA Nostalgia. Here we go. So this is a song that was supposed to be released, and that's a WAV file. Just one sec. And that's all you're getting of that. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame, but I'm going to use that on my channel. I already had the conversation, and that was agreed. So you guys will hear that song. I'm going to rename it, I think, maybe, because like the majority of that song I sort of wrote. So yeah, you guys will hear that song at some point. What about the Death Blooms folder? Demos. What's this? Oh no, that's dreadful. Leave that one. Let's have a look. This folder doesn't even have an actual demo in it, which is annoying. DB synth song, delay guitar kick loop. New metal. Again, these are just stems. That's annoying. There's control guitar stems, the party. So surely they must be in DB. Nope. I think I deleted all the Death Bloom stuff, which is probably for the best. So there you go. That's the extent of any notable demos and stuff that I've got lying around right now. But I'm glad. I tell you what, I'm glad I've come on and done this morning, because I wouldn't have found those this morning if I hadn't have come on here and we started talking about it. And there's some stuff there that I really wanna do something with. So yeah, I'm just digging through, just having one last check if there's anything else I can share with you guys. Let's have a quick nose quick in this folder. Band backing tracks demo. What's this? Oh my god, that's all the old demos. There's so much stuff that I need to delete. But yeah, there you go. That's it. Right, you guys want me to play guitar? What do you want me to play? Requests. Go. Turn the transpose off. I like that riff a lot. I think that one would have been more because it's a 4th fret song. This would be more like well, I'm not going to name any names. But there's somebody here right now sat with us, Rene, who loves Riot. It's not me. This person can put their hand up now, please, if you would. I'm waiting. Don't tell a German to put their hand up. That's really funny. Yeah, it's Felix, everybody. One sec, just let me check my phone real quick. You can come in though. Oh yeah, guys, I need to like shower and stuff and get ready only in a bit because I forgot I'm going out at some point for Thai. Yeah, I'm in drop C now. Yeah. So yeah. That is such a good riff. Something like that. The Firestorm. I forgot it. Something like that. Say goodnight. Yeah, something like that. Oof. I try and remember these things on the spot and it all goes to hell. Any more requests? Keep going, keep them coming, keep them coming. What about this one? The last fight, yeah. My hand has to be in the mood to play that one. But no one is ever in the mood for the last fight. It is a very good, solid, concise song, though. You got to agree. You know. I love you, alright? Yeah, I'm alright. My guitar's horrendous out of tune, isn't it? I'm sorry, guys. Okay, here's a question. And I bet you anything this is going to be a great big no. There's the culprit. Does anybody want to see me play a different guitar other than this one? I will say I'm kind of glued to this guitar at the minute for obvious reasons. Like, I'm so happy that it's not been a novelty buy. You know, like, I really enjoy playing this. It sounds great. It feels great. I'm really happy with it. But does anybody else want to see me play a different guitar? Yes, get the real Rhodes. The other one, but they're the same guitar, not that one. They're the same, just in white, and it's under the bed, so no. Pick again. Oh, go on then. I'm persuaded. That's going to be like going home. I'll go and get it. One sec. Twist my arm. One sec. Automatically, it's like, that's better. Absolute perfection. That's better. Ooh, it's not in tune though. Drop C or drop D standard, you guys tell me. And what song do you want to hear played on it? Oh, I can see why Matt moved. Come on now. This is where it's at. I should know how to do Last to Know, shouldn't I? Forget the rest of it. Something like that. Oh man, yeah, it's been a while since I've played this now, and yeah, just when I thought, oh, I might just prefer the Jackson, now it's like, nope. This is Road to Nowhere. You picked an acoustic song. That was nice. Thank you. Trying very hard, trying to wake up. And if everybody could hit the like button as well, that'd be greatly appreciated. 10 people here and we have 6 likes. Come on, guys. What's that about? I see you all. 6. Can we get 7? Please? Oh, there's 8 people here now. Well, let's go. Up, up. Come on. No more riffs until I see at least 7. I'll wait. Leave a like before you go. Yay! 7. There we go. Okay. I don't even remember the rest of that. 10 likes. Cool. Thank you. Brilliant. See? Was that hard? And guys, I'm going to preach to you now, but when you watch my videos, please leave the like. Treat it like paying for your meal in a restaurant, because if you don't hit the like button, my videos do not get put out there, and I literally can't do this anymore, basically. So yeah, if as soon as you just see it, just like, even if you don't watch the full thing, at least click the like button, please, because it does go a long way. And I see, like, I get loads of views, but like 300 views in a video with like 6 likes, and it's like, come on, guys. Like, thank you so much for engaging with me and watching it, but like, you gotta leave a like, please. So just one little request I have of you guys. And yeah, Begging for Mercy, one of my faves. What a song. Why don't they bring that one back? Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I left you. I've missed this guitar. I'll never play that horrible Jackson again, I promise. That riff is just noise. Somebody asked for this on the Instagram live stream yesterday, and I completely in waves. Something like that. Sorry, I don't know it. I love this guitar. It's been so long since I've played it. Oh my. It is a tangible step up in well, it's two different things. I love that Jackson so much, but this is home for me, you know. As your kill switch. Oh, this fire is so good. You guys know the notes I'm looking for. That's it, right? Very cool song right there. Good morning from across the pond to you too, William. How are you today? My trusty moderator. Start booting people off. Go on, put them all in timeout. All of them for not leaving a like. Put them all in timeout. All of them. Well, this is not how I thought I'd be spending my Saturday morning, but I'm so glad that I've come on. I'm having a lovely time. William, you missed out on some demos. Maybe we'll do it on another stream. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say missed out, but you know. And you're walking, Axel. Nice. Is it nice and sunny where you are today? It's nice and sunny here. Had the car wash this morning even because it was that nice out. Children of yeah. I love that ref. It's just one of those, isn't it? See, if I said that's it, you know, surely you wouldn't be able to tell that that's not it, because that's essentially it. I love that album. It's been a long time since I've played any Bodum stuff. Something like that. Da na 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 na. Da na 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 na. Da na 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 na. That's a really good song. I love Bodum. It's been a long time. The sun's not up yet. Wow, you're a trooper doing that on a Saturday morning, or did you not have a say in the matter and the dog sort of kicked you out of bed? Alexi went easy on any of his songs. No, absolutely not. Recently became friends with the what? Why didn't you tell me? Not Rob, the old guitar player, because I love Rob, if that indeed is how you pronounce it. He just seemed to like disappear. Or is it the new guy? Whoa. We got shit to talk about, man. You became friends with him? Oh man, that's huge. You lucky duck. Something like that. I think that's the extent of my my Bodum riff knowledge. Although if I started flicking through songs, I go, oh yeah, I know that one. I sort of remember learning that one. So okay, more requests. Please drop them in. What do you want to hear? What do you want to know? Questions or riffs? I'm all yours. Well, I went to one was in the band at the end. Okay, so it wasn't Rob. Flying to Helsinki in the summer. That's really cool. You don't have to get around, Felix. Fair play. You meet all the people. You know all the people. Yeah. We'll hear something like that on the next Bullet record. You can just imagine it, can't you? I mean, that's very much the sort of thing that... it's a nightmare of a riff. Da 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 da. Can anybody name the song? That album, front to back, man. Oh, guys. Do you know what this is? What I have in my hand. This is the long list of Trivium song requests that people have been leaving that I'm tallying up. And as it stands right now, we have a winner. What songs are in the running? We've got Throes of Perdition. these song titles are wild, man. Catastrophist, is that one? Incineration. The Sin and the Sentence. The Ones We Leave Behind. Is it? The Heart from Your Hate. Brave This Storm. Shogun. What Dead Men Say. Betrayer. Like a Sword Over Damocles, is that? Damocles? Something like that? Charybdis. Throes of Perdition. Suffocating Sight. Shadows and Stones, is that right? Drowning. Blinding Tears. Built to Fall. The Phalanx. These Trivium guys are like so across the like you know like if somebody said like, can you recommend like a Bullet for My Valentine song for me to get into them, that comment section would probably be full of like very similar songs, I think. But it seems like with Trivium, everybody's got their own preference. There's so many different, I didn't expect there to be so many such variety. You know, this sheet is full of wild song titles. Kurasate Goman, is that right? Am I pronouncing that correctly? Now, people did ask for Pull Harder on the Strings of Your Martyr, but I've discounted that because I said the rules are no songs off of Ascendancy. The Defiant, Court of the Dragon, Entrance of the Conflagration, Beyond Oblivion, Watch the World Burn, Shattering, Inception of the End. Right, okay. Key, wrist, A, E, go, man. Suffocating Sight is on Ascendancy. Is it? Right. So people clearly didn't read the rules. Thank you, William. That's out. If anybody votes for any more Ascendancy songs, put them in detention. Did I read any other Ascendancy songs out? But I think a lot of people did read the rules. But as it stands, we have a winner. People on the internet reading the rules, I know, man. But as it stands, we have a winner. And that one's quite a bit ahead of everything else, actually. But it's made the voting, because it's so far across. Is your suggestion not on there? I haven't read them all out, Felix. So, like, I've just been, like, picking random ones that I think, because I've abbreviated some and I can't remember the full title. Which one have you asked for, Felix? Because if you give it me, I'll put it on now. As a matter of fact, since everybody's, I tell you what, I could ruin this, couldn't I? Does everybody want a last minute vote for a song? Stick them in. Go on. And I'll do this while you do that. This guitar is so much easier to play, goodness me. Throes of Perdition was my pick, so your vote is already in. Okie doke, that's fine. Let's see where that one's at, actually. Throes of Perdition. That's had a couple, I'll give you that. Felix, put yours in, bro, because if I've... Or tell me, at the end of this war. I saw that. You did that on my stories, didn't you? I'm pretty sure I put that in. Ones dyslexia kicking in. Inception of at the end of this war, right? Generation Ghosts. Yes, that's on there, bro. You're in. Anybody who hasn't voted, who's here, feel free to stick a vote in now. Wonderwall, get out. She's being obstreperous. Yeah, so if anybody, and I've got the fear, like, I mean, Louis, if you're still on here, you'll know because you said this, but like a lot of people, a lot of these Trivium fans who've been leaving requests, like, have been asking for the same, not the same, but like really bad songs. Apparently, I don't know, but it's like, requesting like 10-minute songs and stuff like that. It's like if you're trying to get somebody into music or a band, it's like you're not going to request a 10-minute song or something. I don't know, but yeah. So this is really diverse. This has gone in a direction, but at the minute, there's two songs that could win. There's one that's there's one that's ahead, but it could end up neck and neck with another one if somebody puts a vote in on that. How do I time someone out? Here we go. I've poked the bear here. Why are people recommending songs that have elements that you dislike for Rain? Doesn't make sense. Yeah, you tell them. Yeah, Shogun is 12. Shogun's... Oh, mate. My lips are sealed. But the thing is, I don't want to react to a song that is 12 minutes long and pick that apart. Imagine the editing that's going to... People aren't going to watch that. Do you know what I mean? I mean, personally, I feel like Strife is the best song they have, songwriting-wise, but I prefer At the End of This War. Okay. And I promise you all, like, I've not gone and listened to these at all. It's interesting, though, because I might know, like, some of them. Obviously, hooks and stuff, I may have heard them over the years, just in passing, but, I've made a point of not listening to any Trivium over this period. But I hope to film this for next week. So my favorite is Pillars of Serpents from Ascendancy. So I would take your vote, but the rule was no Ascendancy songs this time. So maybe in the future. And I would do it now, but I've got, I'll get a copyright, and your boy Nihilus has got to eat. Technically, the start of the sentence, you taught the main riff one time. Do I know that song, do I? Can you hum it for me? Did I? When did I teach that? On a live stream. I couldn't even start to think about how that song goes. The only two riffs I can think of are the that and something like that. I'm probably playing that wrong. It's on a 7-string. Okay, then. So my question now is: do they use like all the Well, he screams the sin of the senses. Does that ring a bell? Maybe no. Do they utilize all 7 strings when they? It's a stupid question, but you know how it is. Like, can one get away with, like, dare I say, covering a? Or for instance, if somebody does a Shogun song, which is I know the sin sentence. You played it. I played it for you. I think it was right after a Lost Cause show. They played that before the show. Oh, is that the one that goes Is that the one? No, it's a mix of 6-string and drop C and standard A sharp. That's it. Yes. Okay. There we go. Cool. Glad we got to the bottom of that. No, it's a mix of 6-string and drop C sharp and standard A sharp. Standard A sharp. A sharp standard. Not drop A standard. That's nuts. So hold on one sec then. If I'm gonna sit down with my guitar like I did in the last reaction. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, sorry, I'm being stupid. 7-string down half a step. Yep, that makes sense. Got it. Yeah, sorry. Duh. Yeah, so if I sit down with my 6 string and somebody picks a 7 string song, like, am I gonna have a hard time here? Like, picking it apart. You know, I'm obviously not gonna learn it in the video, but you know, I might not even pick up the guitar at all. I might just listen to it, you know. But like, am I gonna have a hard time? And like I said, when they do play 7 string, are they like using all the strings, or could you just get away with tuning a 6 down and playing the riffs and stuff? The solos will probably be tricky anyway, William, if I'm going to be honest with you. They're, Trivium are I hold my hands up, you know, Trivium are above my skill set as a guitar player. Definitely. And I bet you, I mean, you'd probably agree with me there, surely, because you can kind of know what my strengths and weaknesses are. I think they're just a little bit more technical than what I can do. Somebody help me convince this lad to get a 7 string. You get one first and then we'll talk. That's how I actually play the A sharp stuff, 6 string down. Oh, okay. So, okay. He had one, lol. He thought, yeah, he certainly did. 7 string sucks. Yeah, hashtag 7 string sucks. Yeah. Right. Can I? I'm gonna actually resort to a tab here because I keep playing that riff and I'm playing it wrong. What's that song called? Gunshot to the Head of Trepidation. Who writes these song titles, man? No wonder nobody likes your band. Right, that's the wrong guitar. That's the one that's doing the octaves on the bottom. So that's Corey's guitar. Distortion guitar, Matt. Right, let's have a look. Okay, ready? That's right. And then, da-da. Is that, so, hang on. Dyslexia strikes. No, I don't want your premium. Right, hang on. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then. No. Got it. What a great riff. That's the best thing that band's done. That's the best thing I've heard them do so far. What about like the alter ego? So you've got you know, that's the that's rain, but what would sun be? You know, would it be yeah. It's essentially Downfall of All of Us out of Day to Remember, right? Every time I'm with my friends, my happiness surrounds me. Yeah. This is great that we're getting Trivium time with Jazz. Yeah. It's like Sheldon Cooper's Fun with Flags segment, right? And if you can play the 7-string stuff on the 6, we'll get a Trivium cover at some point, right? I tell you what, then. Why don't you guys give me a song, and I'll look at the tab and I'll see if I can play the riff. Keep it relatively simple because you know I'm numerically screwed. But give me a song and I'll see if I can figure the riff out, and let's see how close I am. And then what we'll do is, well, if I do it on Songster, I'll play back the MIDI. Strife. Okay. Strife. Wow. You Trivium guys, it's like a hive mind. It's like, honestly, you're all weird. You all bother me greatly. Right. Okay. So this is in drop C sharp. Okay. So, okay. Okay. I can see why you guys like it. Okay, I'm gonna skip to the main. Here we go. Let me get a main riff going. Here we go. This is what I got. No? Is that right? Hang on. Is that right? That's really good. Oh, it's palm muted though. Is that it? Is that it? Okay, let's have a look. And that just repeats. There's no is there no variation on that? It opens up in the next section. Okay, so it's like 1, 2. My anxiety's clawing out from the deep within me. It burns within as my throat begins to cauterize, and then the tab saying that entire riff is palm muted. But why? That sounds so much better when you. Oh my god, what is this? Is that right? Is that right? But yeah, that surely it would be. Am I close? How close am I? Be honest now? Am I gonna get a copyright strike for being so spot on? That's a good riff. That's a good riff. And then you have okay, so okay. And my other guess on this one is this is more of a single kind of layout because the tab looks pretty short. So with a little guitar solo, so am I to guess that this one's a little bit more of like a single? No, I do, but part of the guitar. Dream songs I actually have on my playlist, correct? Okay, cool. Should we play the MIDI? I don't want to ruin anything for my reaction, but... Oh, right, okay. No, it's dreadful. I hate it. It's awful. I never want to hear it again. Right. Right, everybody. Your boy Nihilist here needs to get ready to go to Chester. How long have I been doing this for? 2 hours, just coming on. Yeah, I'm actually going to go outside today and get some sun. Like, I know, right? I'm going to get out of this dark room, this cave that I seem to live in. I'm going to take the ball and chain that's like strapped to this desk off, and I'm actually going to leave the house. I know, scary, right? So clip it and ship it. Hey, I've said that's great, and that. We all know where if I can play it properly, we all know where my gripes are with that band. But anyway, yeah, this has been lots of fun. I hope you guys have had fun with me this morning, which is now turned afternoon. But I need to shower and get ready to actually leave the house and go out into society. The whole world, it could be like Fallout out there right now. We could be like in some sort of post-apocalyptic world, and I wouldn't know. But I hope you, thank you all so much for hanging out. I hope this was fun. And I hope you all have a lovely weekend. And yeah, I'll catch you in a video or whatever. Take care, guys. Peace.